Good morning and welcome to the IG Daily Market Update for Tuesday the 25th of January. Now the UK economic recovery is looking incredibly shaky indeed this morning after we received the first estimate of Q4 GDP for 2010. A 0.5% retraction of the UK economy has been printed, and this is really not what we're expecting. We're expecting around a 0.5% increase, and also pushing the year-on-year figure to just 1.7% positive from an expectation of above 2%. Some analysts are saying that the bad weather is a significant part of this retraction, but it would seem unlikely that it would be all of it, and really this does put the Bank of England between a rock and a hard place. Last week with the inflation numbers we were forecasting a sooner rather than later change in interest rates, interest rate hike, and that's looking less likely now, as with the VAT rise and public spending cuts coming, the Bank of England really has a hard decision to make. We've seen this push UK equities lower. The FTSE was down around 35 points a short while ago at 59.08. It was just rallying up slightly as we head towards midday and towards the US Open, with sterling also taking a bit of a dive at 9:30. When this figures came out, it was trading at 159 even. It's now trading around 157.70, dropping over a cent against the dollar. In individual equity news, we're seeing a smattering of small corporate earnings today, but most of the news is focusing on that GDP figure. BSkyB are one of the talking points, though, with the news that the government is almost certain to refer the News Corp bid for the remaining outstanding portion of BSkyB that Rupert Murdoch doesn't own to the Competition Commission. Their shares trading up around 1% today. Mining and resource stocks are the big fallers, along with the banking sector. The banking sector, the biggest individual sector, falling today, taking around 6 points off the FTSE 100. We're seeing commodities slide again, with NYMEX front month around 86.50 and gold also trading at 13.25. Next is one of the other fallers joining in with those banks and miners. They're down around 2.5% as well this morning. Now, looking at US markets, we were looking at a run at 12,000 today. It was looking quite likely before the European Open, with IG daily or Wall Street price just touching above that 12,000 level around 7:30 a.m. Then when the UK opened, the European markets opened and the GDP figures came out, futures dropping off slightly and looking further away from that 12,000 level. As I say, we've just seen a little bit of a rally around 11:30 here, and the Dow moving back up towards a level of around 119.80. And we're expecting perhaps a run at 12,000 during the session today. Also seeing the S&P at the moment around 1288. And with the earnings season continuing in the US, we had a couple of big names yesterday, but earnings seem to be quite mixed. A lot more companies missing or kind of not quite meeting analyst expectations than we have seen over the past few quarters. We saw yesterday Amex just missing a forecast, with McDonald's coming out in line. And today a few more big names in Baker Hughes, US Steel, Verizon and Yahoo, all reporting after the US close tonight.